Welcome to From Polluted Ditch to Urban Green Gem, the magnificent rebirth of Taichung's Liuchuan. This course centers on the revitalization of Taichung's Liuchuan, displaying the remarkable journey of an urban waterway from pollution to renewal. Through the perspectives of hydraulic engineers, local residents, and cultural workers, we will witness the historical transformations of Liuchuan, the technological innovations in the restoration process, and the profound impact of river revitalization on urban culture and life. In addition to guiding you through the history of Taichung and the Liuchuan Revitalization Project, I have designed 3 multiple-choice questions to make sure you fully understand the video. Don't worry, all the answers are hidden in the video, waiting for you to discover. Moreover, to help you apply what you've learned, I've prepared a short answer question at the end of the lesson for you to review and solidify the knowledge you will gain today. Finally, don't forget to take the carefully designed post-course quiz to test your understanding of the course material. After completing this course, you will have a deeper understanding of the history of Taichung and the Liuchuan Revitalization Project. You will also have a better grasp of the topic-related vocabulary taught in the video. This learning experience will help improve your English skills and significantly enhance your knowledge of Taiwan. These learning outcomes are beneficial to increasing your knowledge and boosting your confidence and communication skills. For example, through this learning experience, when you encounter similar situations during your travels in the future, you will be able to engage in deeper conversations with others more confidently and express your views more clearly. No matter whether you have a strong interest in Taiwan's local history, or river hydrology, or you are new to this field, this course will provide you with a solid foundation, enabling you to further explore and research this fascinating area. We hope you can apply the knowledge and skills you will learn to everyday scenarios, creating more opportunities and rewards for your personal growth. Hearing about this course content and the learning outcomes, aren't you excited? Without further ado, let's get started. In the video, you will learn about the geographical location and formation of the Liuchuan, as well as a brief history of urban development in Taichung. Let's start learning together. Before revealing the questions, I want to make sure you don't get too immersed in the video and forget to pay attention to the key points. Therefore, I have tagged attention prompts in the video to highlight the important points. Question 1. Regarding the Liuchuan and the historical development of Taichung's urban area, which of the following statements is correct? A. Liuchuan is located in Changhua, flowing through Taichung and Nantou, and is one of Taiwan's important rivers. B. Taichung is Taiwan's 6th largest city, with a small population located in eastern Taiwan. C. The Liuchuan Revitalization Project started from the downstream and proceeded upstream along the river. D. Liuchuan was formed during the Japanese colonial period by straightening and merging several different river channels. Got the question? Remember to pay attention to the attention prompts in the video. Let's play the video now. 3, 2, 1.
When she wants to connect with her muse, flamenco dancer Olga Ke comes to a special place.
你在跳舞的时候的那个心境会再更自然、更放开一点，那个灵感跟练舞是完全不一样的。
This is Liuchuan, or Green River, one of Taiwan's most significant waterways. From its source in the northeastern corner of the Taichung Basin, the Green River flows 6 kilometers southwest, a rich font of culture and commerce that passes through the city of Taichung. Alas, decades of misuse and neglect stole this urban artery's beauty. Now, an extensive rescue plan, which lasted 6 years, has begun to revive this tarnished jewel. Taichung is Taiwan's second largest city, home to 2.8 million people. Located in Midwest Taiwan, Taichung boasts excellent transportation. Most cities in the West are no more than 2 hours away. A mild climate, pleasant and comfortable, is a huge draw. But Taichung's growth had a cost. For 20 years, hydraulic engineer Ricky Chun watched the Green River sicken and nearly die.
我本身就是中兴大学的校友，所以我来做这条河川，其实感受度很高。当我一开始来接这个任务来做这个时候，其实看到绿川的状况，跟我在念书时代的看到绿川，其实有改变，但没有改变太多。就有一种自己心中有一种使命感，是希望说我应该把它做好。
He decided to dedicate himself to reviving the river. Starting from a complete facelift upstream. During the 19th century Qing dynasty, Taichung was Taiwan's provincial capital. Governor Liu Mingchuan planned the imperial city. Later, during the occupation, Japanese officials expanded the city, starting with adaptive reuse of Qing-era infrastructure.
中部台湾の首都台中市。米の台中。
State-of-the-art roads went in. Rivers were rerouted. Taichung became a modern city.
这个绿川它其实原本的水系就是比较杂乱无章一点的，但是自从经过这种市区改正之后，它既然要变成棋盘方格状的话，河川的这个流域它势必也要变成截弯曲直啊，然后把原本杂乱的水系整并成为主要的河川的干道。那像绿川的话，基本上就是这样子成型的。
Wow! It turns out that Taichung has such a beautiful and important river. Next time you visit Taichung, you must see it in person. Now let's reveal the answer. Question 1. Regarding the Liuchuan and the historical development of Taichung's urban area, which of the following statements is correct? A. Liuchuan is located in Changhua, flowing through Taichung and Nantou, and is one of Taiwan's important rivers. B. Taichung is Taiwan's 6th largest city with a small population, located in eastern Taiwan. C. The Liuchuan Revitalization Project started from the downstream and proceeded upstream along the river. D. Liuchuan was formed during the Japanese colonial period by straightening and merging several different river channels. This one was just a warm-up. The answer is D. Options A, B, and C are incorrect. The video mentioned that the Liuchuan originates from the Taichung Basin, flows in a northeast-southwest direction, and is about 6 kilometers long, serving as a source of cultural and commercial activities in Taichung. Additionally, Taichung is Taiwan's 2nd largest city, with a population up to 2.8 million. It has well-developed transportation, and it's located in the central western part of Taiwan, not in the east. Finally, the Liuchuan's revitalization project started from the upstream, not from the downstream, during its early beautification phase. Earlier, we saw that many construction vehicles are needed during the river revitalization process. So now, let's go over 8 common construction vehicles you'll find on a work site. Pause the video and try to think of how to say these 8 construction vehicles in English. It might be a bit tricky, but take your time. 1. Excavator. A large construction vehicle with a long arm and a bucket used for digging and moving earth. Example: the excavator is digging a foundation for the new building. 2. crane, a tall machine used for lifting and moving heavy objects, often seen at construction sites. Example: the crane lifted the steel beams to the top of the building. 3. Cement mixer, a vehicle equipped with a rotating drum used to mix cement, sand, gravel, and water to create concrete. Example: the cement mixer is delivering fresh concrete to the construction site. 4. Bulldozer, a powerful construction vehicle with a large flat blade used for pushing large quantities of soil, sand, or debris. Example: the bulldozer cleared the area for the new road. 5. Dump truck, a truck with a large container that tilts to dump its contents, typically used for transporting loose materials like sand, gravel, or demolition waste. Example: the dump truck carried away the debris from the demolition site. 6. Loader, a construction vehicle with a wide bucket at the front, used for scooping up and moving materials like soil, gravel, or debris. Example: the loader is filling the truck with gravel. 7. Paver, a construction vehicle used to lay asphalt or concrete on roads, bridges, and other surfaces to create a smooth surface. Example: the paver is laying a new layer of asphalt on the road. 8. Grader, a construction vehicle with a long blade used to create a flat surface, typically used in road construction. Example: the grader is smoothing the road before paving. After learning these 8 words, you can integrate what you've learned to describe a complete construction site scene. Let me demonstrate once. Remember to say it out loud with me. At the construction site, various heavy machinery is at work to ensure the project is completed efficiently. The excavator begins by digging the foundation, while the bulldozer clears the area of debris. Once the ground is prepared, the grader smooths the surface, making it ready for paving. The loader then fills the dump truck with gravel, which is transported across the site. Nearby, the cement mixer prepares concrete, which is poured and spread by the paver to create a solid road. Finally, a crane lifts the steel beams into place, completing the framework of the building. Each vehicle plays a crucial role in transforming the site into a fully constructed structure. Congratulations on completing the first question. We've learned about Liuchuan's vital role as a source of cultural and commercial activities in Taichung. However, the rapid population growth and industrialization gradually damaged Liuchuan's ecosystem. In the following video, let's see how experts planned and executed the river revitalization to restore Liuchuan's beauty. Question 2. Which of the following descriptions about the Liuchuan revitalization project is correct? A. When the Liuchuan was first constructed, sewage treatment facilities were not considered, so most wastewater was directly discharged into the river, causing severe pollution. B. The revitalization team installed sewage interceptors along the banks of the Liuchuan, directing wastewater directly into the ocean without going through a treatment plant. C. The Liuchuan revitalization project only focused on improving water quality and did not simultaneously clean up the riverbanks, making it less friendly to both people and the ecosystem. D. The river section in the second phase of the restoration plan is located next to the railway, but there were no special requirements for construction methods allowing for arbitrary building. Got the question? Remember to pay attention to the attention prompts in the video. Let's play the video now. 3, 2, 1.
In the 1950s, immigrants flocked to Taichung. Housing was in short supply. Newcomers had to settle in humble cabins along the city's rivers. Set on stilts, these shacks, it was said, were half on land and half in water. And the Green River became their water source at the time. However, surging population and industrialization gradually played havoc with the river's ecosystems.
因为绿川在这个地方，其实它在台中市的旧市区，当初并没有考虑太多的所谓的污水改善措施。好，那随着发展之后呢，人口聚集之后，生活废水以及我们的所谓的夜市的废水，以及民众休憩的这些相关的废水，都会流到我们的绿川。那所以造成绿川长期以来都是属于严重污染。
So the key task was removing sewage and keeping it out of the river. The team built facilities all along the banks to intercept sewage-laden water and divert it for treatment and purification. What looks like a large pond filled with gravel actually is the revitalization effort's secret weapon. Sewage-laden Green River water flows in. Oxygen is injected. On the gravel, a biofilm forms. The biofilm acts as a filter, absorbing unwanted organic matter. That material decomposes, purifying the water, which goes back into the river. The program also works to keep the riverbanks clean, safe for users, and friendlier to the river's ecosystems.
在第一期的部分，它考虑到的整治工法比较特殊，因为台中的地质是软砾石层，所以它是比较坚毅的。好，那加上是古迹要保存，所以我们无法去做大面积的开挖，所以因此呢，我们才特别采用了夫妻桩工法，也就是人工挡土墙。第二期主要就是因为这时候的绿川是跟铁道并行，所以我们在整治上就要特别注意到护岸的一个坚实度。就避免说我们在施作的过程中就会造成铁道或者是原本要复旧的东西的一个毁坏。
Besides helping to control floods, the upgraded banks complement historic bridges. These spans too have been restored, recasting the river as a tourist attraction.
Wow. It turns out that revitalizing a river is such a complex task. Truly impressive. Now let's reveal the answer. Question 2. Which of the following descriptions about the Liuchuan Revitalization Project is correct? A. When the Liuchuan was first constructed, sewage treatment facilities were not considered, so most wastewater was directly discharged into the river, causing severe pollution. B. The revitalization team installed sewage interceptors along the banks of the Liuchuan, directing wastewater directly into the ocean without going through a treatment plant. C. The Liuchuan Revitalization Project only focused on improving water quality and did not simultaneously clean up the riverbanks, making it less friendly to both people and the ecosystem. D. The river section in the second phase of the restoration plan is located next to the railway, but there were no special requirements for construction methods, allowing for arbitrary building. The correct answer is A. B, C, and D are incorrect. When the Liuchuan was initially constructed, sewage treatment facilities were not considered, so most wastewater was directly discharged into the river, causing severe pollution. Therefore, the first step in the revitalization project was to install sewage interceptors along the Liuchuan riverbank to direct the wastewater to treatment plants, preventing further pollution. Additionally, the Liuchuan Revitalization Project focused not only on improving water quality, but also on cleaning up the riverbanks, making it more friendly for both people and the ecosystem. Lastly, the video mentioned that because the section of the Liuchuan involved in the second phase of the revitalization project was next to the railway, there were special requirements for construction methods. Construction couldn't be done arbitrarily. The foundation had to be solid to avoid damaging the railway. The video also mentioned that the revitalization project has made the river cleaner, which should greatly benefit the ecosystem. Now, let me introduce 8 common aquatic plants found in Taiwan's rivers. Do you know how to say them? Feel free to pause the video and think about how to say these 8 plants in English. 1. Lotus, a type of aquatic plant with large round leaves and beautiful flowers, often found in still or slow-moving water. Example: the lotus blooms in the summer, covering the pond with its beautiful pink and white flowers. 2. Water lily, an aquatic plant with broad floating leaves and large flowers that bloom on the water's surface. Example: the water lilies float gracefully on the surface of the river, creating a picturesque scene. 3. Willow, a tree with long, slender branches that often grow near rivers and lakes, known for its drooping, graceful appearance. Example: the willow trees along the riverbank provide shade and add to the serene atmosphere of the area. 4. Reed, tall, slender plants that grow in wet areas, often found along riverbanks and in marshes. Example: the reeds swayed gently in the breeze, creating a soothing rustling sound. 5. Cattail, a type of aquatic plant with tall, stiff stems and brown cylindrical flower spikes, commonly found in marshy areas. Example: cattails are often seen growing in the shallow waters of rivers and ponds. 6. Duckweed, small floating aquatic plants that cover the surface of still or slow-moving water, providing food for waterfowl. Example: duckweed covers the surface of the pond, creating a green carpet-like appearance. 7. Water hyacinth, an invasive aquatic plant with large green leaves and purple flowers, often seen floating on the surface of rivers and lakes. Example: water hyacinths can quickly take over a river, making it difficult for boats to pass through. 8. Algae, simple, non-flowering aquatic plants that often grow in rivers, ponds, and lakes, sometimes forming green mats on the water's surface. Example: algae thrive in the warm, nutrient-rich waters of the river during summer. Let's review everything together one more time. Remember to say it out loud with me. Lotus, water lily, willow, reed, cattail, duckweed, water hyacinth, algae. Congratulations on completing the second question. In this segment, we learned about the technology of sewage interception and how to rebuild the Liu Chuan through heritage protection and modern riverbank design. In the final video, we'll look at how the Liu Chuan has reshaped city culture and life from the perspective of local residents. Let's keep watching. Question 3. Which of the following statements about the Liu Chuan is correct? A. In the early days, the water quality of the Liu Chuan was excellent, and residents would often draw water from the river for their needs. B. After the revitalization, local residents frequently hold events on the bridges over the Liu Chuan, such as storytelling sessions. C. The third phase of the revitalization plan aims to fully connect the Liu Chuan, which involves coordinating with a university to remove a wall. D. All of the above. Got the question? Remember to pay attention to the attention prompts in the video. Let's play the video now. 3, 2, 1.
Some say the new look is too heavy on the concrete. But others, like city native and longtime resident Miru Guo, see the restoration as a way to help people rediscover the river's beauty.
对我来说，可能我看到绿川已经是有点臭的时代了。然后我会去问我爸爸，但是他所描述的以前的绿川其实是很干净的。比如说需要大量用水或是洗衣服，他们就会下到绿川去洗这样子。
Downstream, the middle reaches of the Green River pass secluded alleys. On one such byway, a small bookstore has operated for nearly a decade. Owner Miru wants not only to restore the river, but bring back its cultural legacy. events every once in a while, special storytelling sessions take place on Taiwan's only book-themed bridge. As participants share their life experiences and absorb the riverside vibe, a long-standing Taichung tradition.
50-60年前，台中的诗人也会为绿川读，就是写诗，然后大家一起来读这样子。所以这样一个水流跟城市跟文人的关系，其实以前就已经存在。那现在我觉得我们可以更轻松一点，所以说书的活动其实它比较可以多样性，而且也可以比较亲近很多不想走进书店的人。第2年、第3年就是。
Once again, people are connecting with the river, an experience unthinkable only a few stinky years ago. The 6-year river restoration is about to come to an end.
第3期是我们现在整治的最后一里路。那我们希望它能够把整个绿川5点多公里的部分能够串联在一起，所以因此我们也特别跟中兴大学这边做了沟通跟协调，能够把这个校园打开，让整个绿川拥有校园，校园拥有绿川。
Removing a wall at the university opened a green space that connects campus and waterway. A fitting conclusion to Ricky's dream of bringing Luchuan back from the dead.
内心是很感动的，我终于把一个大家原本不想来到绿川的地方，变成大家都很想来的地方。这个地方让我感觉到是漫步在一个都市里面的桃花源，然后有水声，然后有所谓的生态，然后你看着河川里面的鱼游，其实是很感动的。
In its 6 short kilometers, the Green River bisects the old town, crosses beneath the rails, flows past alleys, and finally joins a larger stream. Now revived, Luchuan enjoys a vivid connection with the historic past, decades of desolation, and a present that looks to a beautiful future.
Wow! There are so many interesting facts about the Luchuan. Let's reveal the answer now. Question 3. Which of the following statements about the Luchuan is correct? A. In the early days, the water quality of the Luchuan was excellent, and residents would often draw water from the river for their needs. B. After the revitalization, local residents frequently hold events on the bridges over the Luchuan, such as storytelling sessions. C. The third phase of the revitalization plan aims to fully connect the Luchuan, which involves coordinating with a university to remove a wall. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. The video mentioned that local residents shared stories about how, during his father's time, the water quality of the Luchuan was excellent, and residents would draw water from the river for their needs. After the revitalization, locals often hold various events on the bridges over the Luchuan, such as storytelling sessions, where participants can share their life stories while enjoying the beautiful view of the river. Lastly, the third phase of the revitalization plan aims to fully connect the Luchuan, so the team coordinated with a university to remove a wall, opening up the campus to create more green space connecting the school with the river. Now that we've learned so much about the Luchuan and the importance of water resources, we can't forget to mention the water cycle. Here are 4 key terms related to the water cycle. 1. Evaporation. The process by which water turns into vapor and rises into the atmosphere due to heat from the sun. Example: the heat of the sun causes water from the ocean to undergo evaporation. 2. Condensation. The process by which water vapor in the air cools down and changes back into liquid, forming clouds. Example: when warm air rises and cools, condensation forms clouds in the sky. 3. Precipitation. Any form of water such as rain, snow, sleet, or hail that falls from the sky and reaches the ground. Example: precipitation in the form of rain helps to nourish plants and replenish water sources. 4. Collection. The process in which water from precipitation gathers in rivers, lakes, oceans, and other bodies of water. Example: after a storm, water flows into rivers and lakes as part of the collection phase of the water cycle. All right, so how can we use the 4 terms to fully describe the process of the water cycle? Don't worry, I'll demonstrate it for you. Make sure to follow along and say it out loud with me. The water cycle is a continuous process that moves water through different stages. It begins with evaporation, where water from oceans, rivers, and lakes turns into vapor due to the heat of the sun. This vapor rises into the atmosphere, where it cools down and undergoes condensation, forming clouds. When the clouds become heavy, precipitation occurs, causing water to fall back to the earth as rain, snow, or hail. Finally, the water gathers in rivers, lakes, and oceans during the collection stage, where it can start the cycle all over again. Congratulations on completing the quiz. Through the revitalization of the Liuchuan, we've witnessed the relationship between Taichung's urban development and its harmonious coexistence with the environment. Now that we've touched on the importance of rivers, let me introduce you to 8 of the world's most important rivers. Rivers play a crucial role in the environment, economy, and culture of many countries, so it's essential to know these names in English. Let's dive in. First, we have the Amazon River, the second longest river in the world, flowing through South America and known for its incredible biodiversity. Example: the Amazon River is home to thousands of species, many of which are not found anywhere else on Earth. Nile River, the longest river in the world, located in Africa, historically significant as the lifeblood of ancient Egypt. Example: the Nile River has been a vital source of water, food, and transportation for centuries. Yangtze River, the longest river in Asia, flowing through China, and the 3rd longest in the world. Example: the Yangtze River plays a crucial role in China's economy and culture. Mississippi River, a major river in the United States, the 2nd longest in North America, known for its historical and economic importance. Example: the Mississippi River has been a key transportation route in the United States for centuries. Danube River, the 2nd longest river in Europe, flowing through 10 countries and serving as a vital waterway. Example: the Danube River connects Central and Eastern Europe, providing transportation and trade opportunities. Ganges River, a sacred river in India, revered in Hinduism, and a lifeline for millions of people. Example: the Ganges River is considered holy by Hindus and is a crucial source of water for agriculture in India. Thames River, a famous river in England that flows through London, known for its historical and cultural significance. Example: the Thames River has been the lifeblood of London for centuries, shaping the city's development. Volga River, the longest river in Europe, located in Russia, and a vital waterway for the country's economy and transportation. Example: the Volga River is central to Russia's transportation network and cultural identity. Now that you're familiar with these important rivers, I encourage you to use these words in your daily conversations. Understanding these names will not only enhance your vocabulary, but also give you a better understanding of the world's geography. Lastly, I have a fun little fact for you. Did you know that the word Mississippi can be used to count time? It's true. In English, when we want to measure a second without using a watch or a timer, we can say 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and so on. Each time you say Mississippi, it takes about 1 second. This method is especially useful when you need to time something quickly, like when you're playing a game or counting down to something. So next time you need to count seconds, try using Mississippi and impress your friends with this cool trick. Now we are about to embark on a more challenging and interesting phase. This question requires a short answer. It will test you on the knowledge you've learned from the video. Let's take on the challenge together. Short answer question. If you were to take foreign friends on a trip to Taichung, how would you introduce Taichung and the Liuchuan to them? This one's a bit challenging, right? Don't worry. I've got a list of words you might use to prepare an answer. 1. Liuchuan, Green River. 2. Taichung. 3. Revitalization. 4. Population. 5. Industrialization. 6. Ecosystem. 7. Wastewater. 8. Riverbank. 9. Tourist attraction. 10. Polluted. You can pause the video and think about how to use these words. If you already have an answer, read it out or write it down. Remember, practice makes perfect. Did you try to answer the question? If the answer is yes, that's great. If not, that's okay. Let me show you my answer. Please read it out loud with me. Taichung, located in the central western part of Taiwan, experienced significant population growth and industrialization, which led to the Green River, Liuchuan, becoming a polluted waterway, with wastewater continuously flowing into, damaging the ecosystem. However, in recent years, the Taichung city government has launched a revitalization project for the Green River, restoring its cleanliness and beauty. The revitalized riverbanks of the Green River have now become a popular tourist attraction, drawing both local residents and visitors from afar. Congratulations on completing all the questions. Have you learned a lot at the end of this course? I also want to share a piece of good news with you. At the end of the video, there's a quiz for you to do so that you can review what you've learned from the video. So don't forget to do the quiz after watching the video. Enjoy studying. Bye.